2026 BMW M5. Now, let's talk about first impressions. When you look at the new M5, it just screams dominance. The car has grown meaner, lower, and sharper, but still keeps that executive look that makes it perfect, whether you're at the racetrack or rolling up to a business meeting. BMW redesigned the front end completely. The signature kidney grille has evolved into something sleeker and more sculpted. Not oversized like before, but bold enough to make a statement. You've got those laser adaptive headlights that look straight out of a sci-fi movie, with precise blue accents that pop beautifully against the body. The hood has subtle power bulges, and when you move to the sides, you'll notice clean aerodynamic lines running from the fenders all the way to the rear diffuser. It's not trying too hard. It's confident, elegant, and deadly fast-looking around the back. The quad exhaust tips sit perfectly under a carbon fiber diffuser, and the subtle lip spoiler adds just the right amount of aggression. The 21-inch forged wheels finish it off, giving the M5 an athletic stance that's hard to ignore. BMW didn't go wild with unnecessary curves. Instead, they refined every angle to make this car look like pure precision on wheels. Now let's pop the hood, because this is where the real magic happens. The 2026 M5 is powered by a hybridized 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8 that's paired with an electric motor for instant torque. The combined output? A massive 735 horsepower and 800 newton-meters of torque. That's right, this four-door executive sedan now accelerates like a supercar. Thanks to the electric assist, there's zero turbo lag. And when you slam the pedal, the M5 launches from 0 to 60 mph in just 2.8 seconds. That's faster than some Ferraris, and you're doing it in complete luxury and comfort. The xDrive all-wheel drive system has been refined even further, letting you switch between all-wheel and rear-wheel modes with the tap of a button. Whether you want the stability of AWD for the corners or the fun of RWD for a smoky burnout, the M5's got you covered. BMW's engineers have truly nailed that balance of power and control. It feels like a muscle car wrapped in a business suit. On the road, the performance is phenomenal. The adaptive suspension reads the surface in milliseconds, adjusting damping and stiffness automatically, so every corner feels tight, but never harsh. The steering is razor-sharp, the braking is instant, and that hybrid boost gives you endless acceleration. You can literally feel the car anticipating your moves. It's like it's reading your mind. Now, step inside, and you'll see why the M5 remains the king of luxury sports sedans. The cabin is all about blending comfort, innovation, and driving focus. You're greeted by merino leather seats that hug you perfectly, finished with contrast stitching that feels handcrafted. The dashboard features BMW's signature curved digital display that combines both the instrument cluster and infotainment into one sleek unit. It's powered by BMW's latest iDrive 9 software, which is smoother, smarter, and more intuitive than ever. Voice control actually works naturally now, and the AI assistant even learns your preferences. Everything from climate to driving modes. Ambient lighting runs throughout the cabin, creating a futuristic vibe at night. The carbon fiber inserts, aluminum pedals, and illuminated M badges remind you this isn't just any luxury car. It's a machine built for drivers. The Bowers & Wilkins Diamond surround system is unreal, giving you crystal clear sound whether you're blasting music or listening to the engine roar in Sport Plus mode. The rear seats are spacious, with heated and ventilated options, making sure your passengers feel just as spoiled as you. There's also a wireless charging pad, 5G connectivity, and even an augmented reality head-up display that projects directions and track data right onto your windshield. BMW has clearly gone all in on technology without taking away from the driving purity that defines an M car. And the best part? For all this power and sophistication, the M5 still maintains a sense of practicality. You've got decent trunk space, everyday usability, and surprisingly good fuel economy thanks to that hybrid system. Pricing starts around $120,000. Not cheap, but for what you're getting, it's a masterpiece of engineering. You're buying a car that can comfortably drive you to work on Monday and hit the racetrack on Saturday without missing a beat. So yeah, the 2026 BMW M5 has raised the bar once again. It's not just faster, it's smarter, sharper, and more refined. A true evolution of the M legacy, mixing brute strength with modern intelligence. But the M5 is just the start of today's lineup, because next, we're heading into the world of precision and legacy, where German craftsmanship meets the spirit of motorsport. I'm talking about the 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo S. All right, moving on to the second beast in our lineup, the legendary 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo S. Every year, Porsche somehow finds a way to perfect something that already feels perfect, and 2026 is no exception. The Turbo S has always been the benchmark for supercar precision. It's not the loudest or flashiest, but when it comes to performance, balance, and daily drivability, it's almost untouchable. The moment you see the new 911 Turbo S, you can tell Porsche has refined its timeless design rather than reinvented it. That classic 911 silhouette is still there. The sloping roofline, the wide haunches, and the signature round headlights. But this new generation looks sharper and even more purposeful. The front bumper has been reworked with larger active air intakes that open and close to optimize aerodynamics. And the hood now features subtle sculpted lines that give it a more aggressive appearance. From the side, the car sits lower and wider than before, hugging the ground with a presence that just screams performance. The active rear spoiler is larger and smarter this time. It automatically adjusts its angle depending on your speed and driving mode to give you the perfect balance between downforce and drag. Around the back, the full-width LED light bar looks futuristic, and the massive exhaust outlets let everyone know this isn't your average sports car. The new center lock wheels are pure racing heritage. They don't just look amazing, they cut weight and improve performance. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter: performance. Under that iconic rear engine cover lies a 3.80-liter twin-turbo flat-six engine that produces a monstrous 670 horsepower and 850 newton-meters of torque. It's paired with Porsche's 8-speed PDK dual-clutch transmission, which delivers lightning-fast shifts that you can barely even feel. The all-wheel drive system has been recalibrated for even quicker power distribution, and the result is brutal acceleration, 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.5 seconds. That's right, 2.5 seconds. It's so fast, it almost doesn't make sense. But the magic of the 911 Turbo S isn't just straight-line speed. It's how it handles. Porsche has mastered the art of balance. The steering is razor-sharp, giving you a direct connection to the road. The car reads your inputs like a thought. Every corner feels surgical. Every braking point feels perfect. The rear wheel steering system helps rotate the car beautifully around corners, and the adaptive suspension adjusts in milliseconds to keep you planted no matter what. Whether you're carving up mountain roads or hitting a track, the Turbo S feels like it's glued to the surface. Confident, composed, and ready for more. Now, step inside, and you immediately feel that Porsche perfection. The cabin is pure luxury blended with motorsport DNA. The driver-focused cockpit wraps around you like a racing suit. Minimal distractions, everything within reach. The steering wheel is straight out of Porsche's GT lineup, and behind it sits a fully digital cluster that combines traditional analog-inspired dials with futuristic graphics. The center touchscreen uses Porsche's latest infotainment system, which is fast, intuitive, and seamlessly connected to your phone. The materials are next level. You get premium leather, Alcantara, carbon fiber, and brushed aluminum, all stitched together with precision. The seats are both supportive and comfortable, perfect for long drives or high-speed track sessions. Porsche even offers customization through its exclusive manufacturer program, so you can personalize nearly every inch of the interior. Technology-wise, it's everything you'd expect from a top-tier 2026 car. You've got adaptive cruise control, lane assist, night vision, and even a new track telemetry system that records your laps, braking points, and acceleration data in real time. Porsche has also improved their sound system with a Burmester 3D setup that's crisp and immersive. Though let's be honest, most of the time you'll just want to listen to that glorious flat-six engine singing behind you. And what's really amazing is that the 911 Turbo S is still usable as a daily car. You can comfortably drive it through city traffic or take it on long trips. The ride quality is firm, but never punishing. Porsche's engineers have struck a perfect balance between raw performance and everyday usability. As for price, the 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo S starts around $240,000, but with custom options and packages, it can easily climb above $270,000. Still, for what you get, the craftsmanship, the heritage, and the performance, it's worth every dollar. This is a car that can out-accelerate most hypercars, yet still be driven to work every morning in comfort and class. In short, the 2026 911 Turbo S is an absolute masterpiece. It's not just fast, it's intelligent, refined, and timeless. Porsche has once again proven why the 911 is the gold standard in the sports car world. It's the perfect mix of speed, elegance, and usability. You could own 10 different supercars, but you'll always come back to the Turbo S. It's that good. But if you think we're done with excitement, think again. Because next up, we're stepping into the world of raw, unapologetic American muscle. The sound, the power, the attitude. You already know what's coming. The next car on our list is the reborn legend, the 2026 Ford Mustang Boss 429. Now, let's shift gears from European precision to something raw, loud, and unapologetically American. The rebirth of a true muscle car icon, the 2026 Ford Mustang Boss 429. This one isn't just another Mustang. It's a living legend that's come roaring back to life for a new generation. The Boss 429 from the late 60s was a monster built for the track. And Ford has done something truly special with the 2026 version. They've captured that spirit of pure American horsepower and reimagined it with 21st century technology. When you first lay eyes on it, you instantly know this isn't your regular Mustang. It's wide, muscular, and downright intimidating. The front end is all business. An aggressive grille with that bold boss badge, flanked by sleek LED headlights that look like eyes ready to hunt. The hood is massive, with a functional scoop that channels air directly into that beast of an engine underneath. The sculpted lines flow beautifully down the sides, and those flared fenders give it a stance that says, "Get out of my way." Around the back, Ford has gone for a modern retro design. Triple LED taillights that pay tribute to the original. A ducktail spoiler, and a quad exhaust setup that looks as mean as it sounds. And believe me, it sounds absolutely feral. You hear it before you see it. That deep, thunderous growl that only a massive V8 can produce. It's the kind of sound that makes you grin every single time you hit the start button. And speaking of what's under the hood, this is where the Boss 429 earns its name. Ford has equipped it with a naturally aspirated 7.0-liter V8 engine, hand-built and tuned to perfection. No turbos, no hybrid assist, just raw mechanical muscle. It pumps out an insane 780 horsepower and 720 newton-meters of torque. This engine doesn't whisper. It roars, it screams, and it demands respect. It's paired with a 6-speed manual transmission for those who still believe in the art of driving, though you can opt for a dual-clutch automatic if you want lightning-fast shifts. Performance-wise, this car is no joke. It rockets from 0 to 60 mph in around 3 seconds flat, which is absolutely wild for a front-engine, rear-wheel drive muscle car. But what's even more impressive is how well it handles. Ford's engineers have worked magic with the new adaptive MagneRide suspension. It automatically adjusts to road conditions, giving you cornering control that feels way beyond what muscle cars used to offer. You can feel the car's weight transfer perfectly when you push through corners. It's balanced, confident, and incredibly responsive. Ford has also re-engineered the chassis, using lightweight materials like carbon fiber and aluminum to improve rigidity while cutting weight. This means the Boss 429 doesn't just accelerate fast. It stops and turns like a performance coupe. The brakes are massive Brembo carbon ceramics, and the new traction control system ensures all that power stays planted even when you're pushing hard. Now, inside, Ford has done something that's honestly impressive. The cabin still feels like a Mustang, bold and driver-focused, but it's been elevated to modern luxury. You've got Recaro performance seats that hug you tight, wrapped in premium leather with Boss 429 embroidery stitched into the headrests. The dashboard combines digital innovation with classic touches. The new 13-inch digital cluster is fully customizable, showing everything from revs and G-forces to lap times and shift indicators. The center infotainment system runs Ford's Sync 5, which is incredibly responsive and supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The mix of materials is spot on. Brushed aluminum, Alcantara, and optional carbon fiber inserts give it that race-inspired vibe. The steering wheel feels thick and perfect in your hands, and the start button glows red like it's daring you to press it. The sound system, developed with Bang & Olufsen, delivers concert-level clarity. Though, let's be honest, the only soundtrack you really want is that monstrous V8 under the hood. And here's what's cool. Ford didn't forget the practicality side. Despite being a muscle car, the new Boss 429 actually offers usable trunk space and decent comfort for long drives. The suspension, while performance-tuned, is comfortable enough for everyday cruising, and the build quality feels solid. It's not trying to be a luxury car. It's a performance car with attitude, but it's one you can actually live with. Ford has priced the 2026 Mustang Boss 429 starting around $100,000. And for what you're getting, that's a steal. You're buying more than a car. You're buying heritage, craftsmanship, and raw, unfiltered emotion. It's a machine that connects you to the road in a way few modern cars can. In a world of hybrids and electric silence, the Boss 429 reminds us why we fell in love with cars in the first place. The sound, the power, the thrill. The 2026 Boss 429 is not about numbers. It's about feeling. It's about that rush you get when you drop a gear and floor it. It's about the goosebumps when that V8 hits the red line. It's a love letter to petrol heads, a modern-day warrior that pays homage to its roots, while proving it can still dominate in a new era. So, if you want a car that makes every drive feel like an event, one that turns heads and shakes the ground, the Boss 429 is the one. It's bold, it's loud, it's unapologetic. And that's exactly how we like it. But our journey through the top cars of 2026 doesn't stop here. We're moving from Detroit muscle to something far more exotic. A machine that blends German precision with British supercar DNA. Up next, we're diving into the incredible 2026 Mercedes SLR McLaren, a supercar that's back to reclaim its throne. All right, now we're stepping into a different world. A world where performance meets pure art. The 2026 Mercedes SLR McLaren is not just a car, it's a statement. This is the kind of machine that makes people stop, stare, and dream. When Mercedes and McLaren first teamed up in the early 2000s to create the original SLR, it was something totally unique. A grand tourer with Formula One technology. Now, in 2026, that legacy has evolved into something even more breathtaking. Let's start with the design, because honestly, it's impossible to ignore. The new SLR McLaren is a sculpture in motion. The long hood, the ultra-low stance, the aerodynamic curves, everything about it looks like it's been carved by the wind itself. The front end features a massive, wide grille with an illuminated Mercedes emblem, flanked by ultra-slim adaptive LED headlights that look like they've been pulled straight from a concept car. The hood has deep sculpted vents that channel air through the engine bay and over the car, creating downforce without unnecessary drag. The side profile is just perfection. Long, elegant, and impossibly sleek. The butterfly doors are back, opening upward with that iconic drama that only an SLR can pull off. The roofline flows like liquid metal into a wide, muscular rear, finished off by a sharp diffuser and thin LED taillights that stretch across the back. The entire body is made from carbon fiber, making it ultra-light yet incredibly strong. The details are just jaw-dropping. From the carbon air intakes to the precision-machined exhaust exits, everything feels crafted, not just designed. Now let's talk about what lives under that endless hood. Mercedes and McLaren have created a hybrid masterpiece. The 2026 SLR McLaren is powered by a 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine paired with a high-output electric motor. Together they produce a staggering 950 horsepower and over 1,000 Newton-meters of torque. This setup gives you that instant electric shove off the line, combined with the screaming, top-end power of a traditional V8. It's a perfect balance between performance and sustainability, a bridge between the old-school roar and the future of high-performance hybrid technology. The numbers are insane. 0 to 60 mi? Just 2.3 seconds. Top speed? Around 220 mph. And the craziest part is how smooth and composed it feels even when you're pushing it to the limit. The 9-speed dual-clutch transmission shifts faster than your brain can register, and the active aerodynamics adjust automatically to keep you glued to the road. The adaptive suspension uses sensors to analyze every millimeter of the surface, making constant adjustments for maximum grip and comfort. Driving the SLR McLaren feels like piloting a spaceship that's disguised as a car. The steering is incredibly precise, light at low speeds and razor-sharp when you're attacking corners. The regenerative braking system not only recovers energy for the hybrid system, but also gives you pinpoint control and shorter stopping distances. And then there's the sound, a deep mechanical growl that builds into a symphony of turbo whooshes and electric whirs. It's spine-tingling. Now let's open those butterfly doors and step inside. Because the interior of the new SLR McLaren is absolutely stunning. The cabin is a blend of luxury and technology that feels years ahead of its time. You're surrounded by fine Napa leather, exposed carbon fiber, and polished aluminum. The cockpit is completely driver-focused, with a minimalist layout that puts every control exactly where you need it. The steering wheel is flat-bottomed and trimmed in Alcantara, with shift lights integrated right into the rim. Just like in Formula One cars, the instrument cluster is a fully digital 3D display that can switch between classic analog dials and race telemetry. The central infotainment screen floats elegantly on the dash, running Mercedes' latest MBUX Hypervision system. It's fast, smart, and can even project information onto the windshield through augmented reality. You can literally see navigation arrows floating on the road ahead of you, perfectly aligned with your lane. The seats are pure works of art. Lightweight carbon shells wrapped in leather and Alcantara, offering perfect support even under high G-forces. There's a sense of minimalism and focus inside, but it never feels stripped down. The Burmester 4D surround system fills the cabin with crystal-clear audio that vibrates subtly through the seats, giving you an immersive sound experience whether you're cruising or flying down a track. Every detail screams craftsmanship. The stitching, the metal switchgear, the custom driving modes that light up the console. It all feels bespoke, built for someone who appreciates the finer things, but also craves adrenaline. And even though it's a supercar, it's surprisingly comfortable. The suspension can soften up in comfort mode, making city driving smoother than you'd expect. Now, when it comes to price, the 2026 Mercedes SLR McLaren starts at around $800,000. And honestly, it's expected for something this exclusive. You're not just buying performance here. You're buying a piece of art, a piece of history, and a level of engineering that few brands in the world can deliver. Each one is hand-assembled, and the customization options are endless. You can choose your colors, materials, even have your initials subtly etched into the carbon fiber door sills. It's luxury taken to the next level. On the road, the SLR McLaren feels like it's alive. The way it accelerates, the way it corners, the way it makes you feel. It's emotional. It's that perfect blend of technology and soul that very few cars achieve. This isn't a cold, sterile machine. It's passionate. It wants to be driven, it wants to be pushed, and it rewards you every time you do. It's more than a supercar. It's a symbol of what's possible when two giants, Mercedes-Benz and McLaren, join forces with one goal in mind: to build perfection. The SLR McLaren proves that even in an era of quiet EVs and autonomous driving, there's still room for cars that make your heart race. But don't catch your breath just yet, because we're not done. There's one more car in our top 5, and it's a powerhouse in its own right. Sleek, brutal, and dripping with AMG DNA. It's the 2026 Mercedes-AMG GT50. And trust me, this one is something special. Alright guys, we've reached the grand finale of our top 5 lineup, and what a way to end it. The 2026 Mercedes-AMG GT50 is the ultimate definition of modern performance blended with pure emotion. It's the kind of car that doesn't just perform, it commands respect. Every time you hit that start button, it feels like the road itself is about to salute you. Welcome back to the channel. And if you've been following along, you already know this list has been full of absolute monsters. From the brutal power of the Mustang Boss 429 to the elegance of the Porsche 911 Turbo S, the precision of the BMW M5, and the hybrid ferocity of the Mercedes SLR McLaren. But this one, the AMG GT50, is a car that truly represents the spirit of AMG. Raw, soulful, and unapologetically loud. Let's talk about the exterior first, because honestly, this car looks like it was born to steal attention. The 2026 AMG GT50 takes everything that made the previous generation iconic and cranks it up to 11. The proportions are classic AMG. Long hood, short rear deck, and a low, wide stance that screams power, even when it's standing still. The front end has been completely reworked, featuring a massive Panamericana grille with active shutters that open up when you need more cooling. The LED headlights are razor-thin, with an aggressive new DRL signature that looks like lightning bolts streaking across the front. From the side, you can see how perfectly sculpted it is. Every curve, every crease designed with aerodynamic precision. The wide fenders give it that muscular presence, while the flush door handles and seamless glass profile make it look sleek and futuristic. Around back, the LED taillights stretch the full width, merging into a pop-up active spoiler that adjusts automatically based on your speed and cornering force. The quad exhaust setup, surrounded by a carbon fiber diffuser, looks like it means business. And trust me, it does. The car sits on 21-inch forged AMG wheels, wrapped in ultra-grippy Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires that make every turn feel laser-sharp. The carbon ceramic brakes peek out from behind the rims, a small reminder that this car is engineered for serious track performance. And then there's the paint. Mercedes has introduced a new finish called Obsidian Graphite Glow, a deep metallic tone that shifts under light, giving the car a liquid metal effect. Now let's talk performance, because this is where the AMG GT50 really flexes. Under the hood lies a beast, a 4.0-liter twin turbocharged V8 paired with a 48-volt mild hybrid system. Combined output? A jaw-dropping 720 horsepower and 850 newton-meters of torque. This setup gives you brutal acceleration with a touch of hybrid efficiency. 0 to 60 mph happens in just 2.8 seconds, and top speed? Over 210 mph. But what really blows you away isn't just the numbers, it's the way this car delivers them. The 9-speed AMG SpeedShift gearbox is lightning fast, downshifting with a bark and upshifting with a roar. The exhaust note is pure theater, deep, thunderous, and absolutely addictive. It pops, cracks, and rumbles in all the right ways. You can feel every heartbeat of that V8 under your foot, and when the turbos spool up, it's like getting kicked forward by a jet engine. But despite all this raw power, the AMG GT50 isn't just a straight-line monster. AMG's engineering magic gives it incredible handling balance. The active rear-wheel steering helps you carve through corners with surgical precision, while the adaptive suspension constantly adjusts to road conditions. It can go from plush and comfortable to track-ready stiffness in milliseconds. The chassis has been tuned to perfection. You feel connected, confident, and in total control. On a twisty mountain road, it's pure bliss. The car dives into corners, grips hard, and rockets out with incredible traction. The steering is heavy and communicative. You feel every ounce of feedback through your fingertips. And thanks to the hybrid system, throttle response is instant. It fills in the low-end torque, eliminating turbo lag completely. The AMG GT50 is also equipped with AMG Dynamics Plus, a system that lets you fine-tune everything. Throttle response, transmission behavior, exhaust sound, suspension stiffness, even the steering weight. Want to cruise comfortably? Switch to comfort mode and enjoy a relaxed GT ride. Want to unleash the beast? Flip it to race mode. And it transforms into a full-blown track weapon. Now, when you open the doors, oh, that satisfying solid click. You step into one of the most beautiful interiors Mercedes has ever built. The 2026 AMG GT50 interior feels like a luxury fighter jet cockpit. The blend of premium materials, futuristic tech, and ergonomic design is just flawless. The dashboard is dominated by a massive curved OLED display that combines the instrument cluster and infotainment screen into one continuous panel. The resolution is crystal clear, and the animations are incredibly smooth. You've got real-time performance data, customizable themes, and AMG Track Pace, which lets you record lap times, G-forces, and even tire temperatures right from the dash. The steering wheel is a masterpiece, flat-bottomed, Alcantara-wrapped, and loaded with tactile buttons that control everything from drive modes to exhaust valves. The paddles behind it are made of brushed aluminum, perfectly weighted for quick, satisfying shifts. The air vents resemble jet turbines, glowing subtly in whatever ambient lighting color you choose. And yes, you can pick from 64 of them. The seats are AMG Performance Buckets, lightweight, ventilated, and unbelievably comfortable. They hug you in place during cornering but still manage to feel luxurious on long drives. They're trimmed in fine Napa leather with red contrast stitching and embossed AMG logos on the headrests. Every stitch, every surface, every button feels deliberate, like it was designed to remind you that this is something special. The center console is sculpted from carbon fiber, housing the new touch-sensitive AMG command panel. But here's the cool part. It gives you haptic feedback, so every tap feels mechanical, not digital. The Burmester 3D surround sound system delivers concert-level audio quality. But honestly, the V8 soundtrack outside might be even better music to your ears. Now let's talk about practicality, because Mercedes wanted to make this car not just thrilling, but livable. You've got decent trunk space for a weekend getaway, wireless charging pads, multiple USB-C ports, and even a massage function built into the seats. It's still a GT at heart, fast, luxurious, and surprisingly usable. And of course, we can't forget about safety and tech. The AMG GT50 is loaded with advanced driver assistance features: adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic braking, and even semi-autonomous driving for highway cruising. But the real joy is taking back control, because this car rewards you for every bit of skill and confidence you put into it. Now, let's talk price, because performance like this doesn't come cheap. The 2026 Mercedes-AMG GT50 starts around $250,000. But with options and customizations, it can easily climb past $300,000. For that, though, you're getting one of the most complete performance cars in the world, something that can dominate a racetrack and still take you home in absolute comfort and style. The AMG GT50 represents the perfect evolution of the GT lineage. It's bold, it's loud, it's emotional, and it's built with that signature AMG soul that refuses to compromise. It's a car that makes you fall in love with driving all over again. Every rev, every shift, every turn reminds you why we love cars in the first place. And that, my friends, wraps up our 2026 Top 5 Cars list. From the precision-engineered BMW M5, the legendary Porsche 911 Turbo S, the American Beast Ford Mustang Boss 429, the hybrid supernova Mercedes SLR McLaren, and now the perfectly balanced powerhouse AMG GT50. Each one of these machines represents the pinnacle of design, performance, and passion in its own unique way. So, if you had to choose one of these 5 to take home, which one would it be? Drop your favorite down in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next review. Because trust me, we've got some insane rides coming your way soon. Thanks for watching, everyone. This has been the Auto Chapter, bringing you the best of the best from the automotive world. Until next time, drive safe, stay passionate, and I'll see you in the next video.